For the Lord thy God is a merciful God. Mercy is the Ten Commandments. If you don't know that by now, you need to. Because he desires mercy, not sacrifice. Sacrifice is the sacrificial law. Messiah offered mercy to the woman caught in adultery in John 8, and he said, go and sin no more, and the others were looking to stone her. That's not merciful, to stone somebody in their sins. God hates that. He wants you to keep each other in check by fulfilling the royal law, by rebuking one another. The sacrifices pleasing to God are the sacrifices of our lips, communication. But you can't be a hypocrite and be telling people to keep the Ten Commandments. You must be in covenant yourself. The Ten Commandments are not grievous. You must keep them. So, thou shalt have no other gods before me. But if you're calling Jesus God, and if you're considering like the Trinity is God, if like Jesus is God and the Holy Spirit is God, and you think the Trinity is three persons who are all God, you've been tricked into idolatry. That's the truth. That's what the scriptures say. You shall not make any graven image. So if you're wearing a crucifix around your neck, it says in Hosea 2 that that's an abomination, what you're wearing between your breasts. That's an idol. It's a graven image. And it's representative of the execution stake that the Messiah was executed on. You think that's pleasing to God? If you had a child that was, murdered, would you think it would be okay to wear whatever weapon he was murdered with around your neck as some way to glorify him? The only way to worship God and his Son is through obedience. That's the form of worship he's interested in. Everything else is of your own vain imagination or a tradition of men. This is commandment number 3. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. Well, once saved, always saved, hyper grace, proudly and ignorantly worshiping Jesus, who's Baal, that's taking the Lord's name in vain. If you say Lord, Lord, but don't keep his commandments, he doesn't know you. You're saying Jesus, Jesus, but you're not obeying the Son of God. Why call me Lord, Lord, and not do as I say to do? This people draws nigh to me with their lips, but with their heart they're far from me. That was the 3rd commandment. The 4th commandment, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Well, the Sabbath is not sun god day. That's the venerable day of the sun. That's what the Roman Catholic abomination rolled out in 321 AD under Constantine. They changed the Sabbath day from Saturday to Sunday. They forced it. They enforced it on the people, and those who resisted were murdered and martyred. So the true followers of the way were killed because they were keeping the Sabbath in the 1st century. And here we are nearly 2,000 years later, and it's become a Christian tradition. And when someone tells you that of this truth, you hate them for it. You rail against them for it. Your soul's at stake. You must keep the Sabbath. And you should keep the Sabbath. And you're going to be so blessed to keep the Sabbath.